Chiefs Kingdom, we have a ton of news to get to in this video. Patrick Mahomes had the opportunity to speak on his new left tackle, DJ Humphries, and there is a chance that the Chiefs reunite with former offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy. I'm a local Kansas City-based content creator covering this Chiefs team on a daily basis. And the best thing you guys can do to show support is by hitting the like button on this video and subscribing for more daily Chiefs coverage. We are first going to talk about a quote from Patrick Mahomes. He had the opportunity to talk on his new left tackle yesterday, and he had a pretty amazing quote. He said, quote, "You see how talented he is. The physical gifts are there. I've been very impressed." And he also mentioned that he's been getting more and more work, and that as long as he doesn't have, any major setbacks, and that's according to Andy Reid, that he should hopefully be good to go as soon as possible. And as soon as possible is this weekend against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. This game is for the AFC West. It maybe, arguably, could be the biggest game of the season. If the Chiefs win this, they move to 12-1. They get the, continue their hopes for the number one seed in the AFC, but they wrap up the AFC West. You could wrap up the AFC West 14 weeks into the season, which is just unheard of. I mean, the Chiefs just keep winning, and it would be so nice to wrap up the division after this Chargers game. Just don't let any hope leave the stadium at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday night. Just go out there, take care of business, win the division, and you're going to go to the playoffs. You're already guaranteed a playoff spot, but go get that division and make it, the 8th or 9th consecutive time you've won the AFC West? And DJ Humphries could be a big part in that. He can offer that stability to the left side of the line that you currently don't have. We know that Wanya Morris is dealing with that leg injury. He's struggled. He really struggled against the Panthers. He really struggled against the Raiders on Black Friday, where he allowed 11 pressures before getting benched. And so DJ Humphries getting more and more work in practice. It just shows you that all the reports that we've gotten from Nate Taylor of The Athletic and even Andy Reid, that he is going to be fast-tracked to play Sunday night against the Chargers, which is a fantastic thing. And if Mahomes is impressed, that's good enough for me. I think he is going to step in right away, be the left tackle for this team, and I expect Mahomes' pressure rate to go down astronomically. I expect Patrick Mahomes to have much more time to sit back in the pocket, find his receivers, and against this Chargers team that has a pretty good pass rush, we've got to find a way to keep him upright, because the Raiders and the Panthers just abused us. 10 sacks through 2 weeks is not going to win you very many football games, and the Chiefs are lucky to have escaped those games with wins. So protecting Patrick Mahomes has got to be the biggest point of emphasis in practice this week, and hopefully DJ Humphries can play Sunday. I know that ACL injury that he suffered last year might take him a little bit to get back into football shape and get back into the rhythm of things, because it's hard to play tackle in the NFL. And when you're that big and when you're that fast, a lot of stuff can go wrong. And so making sure that you're careful with him, that you bring him back slowly, but also bring him back urgently, because the Chiefs need to win this game on Sunday to win the division, but they also need DJ Humphries for the playoffs. So you can't rush him back too much, or it could be an issue. But I really do trust Andy Reid with everything that he decides to do, because he's not going to put someone out there that isn't good to go. He's very cautious. You saw that with waiting on Isaiah Pacheco, who initially was going to play against Carolina. They decided that he wasn't ready yet. He didn't play, and then he played the following week, I guess the short week, against the Raiders. So I do think that they're going to be careful with DJ Humphries, as they should, but I do expect him to play this Sunday against the Chargers on primetime Sunday Night Football. Now, the next portion of this video I find very interesting. So I made a video a couple days ago talking about if the Chiefs should fire offensive coordinator Matt Nagy. That video was kind of controversial, got a lot of yeses, got a lot of nos. I personally don't think that they should fire Matt Nagy. I don't think he is the problem right now. I think if you've got a problem with the offensive play calling, if you have an issue with the offense maybe not being great in the red zone, that's all on Andy Reid, because Andy Reid is the true mastermind of this offense, and Matt Nagy doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of things. But the reason that I mention that at all is because UCLA is no longer the spot where Eric Bieniemy calls home. Eric Bieniemy went to the Commanders last year and didn't end up having much success as the OC, left, went to the college ranks, was a coach at UCLA, and he left UCLA. So Eric Bieniemy is a coaching free agent, and how many times during the Andy Reid era in Kansas City have we seen him take a chance on a former coach, someone of his coaching tree that goes somewhere else, doesn't have a lot of success, and then comes back and is a pretty good coach in this system? It's happened multiple times. If you want to talk about Doug Peterson, Matt Nagy, Eric Bieniemy could be an example. I think that we've seen the track record of coaches leaving here, not having a ton of success, and then coming back and finding some role within the Chiefs' coaching system. Now, Eric Bieniemy is a coaching free agent. He could come back as an offensive consultant. He could come back as an advisor of some sort, just another guy that could provide input. He knows the coaching staff very well. I mean, he coached here forever, but it just goes to show you that he hasn't really worked out at, the NFL rank without Andy Reid or even the college rank. And so he is a coaching free agent that the Chiefs will probably heavily consider bringing back. Now, I will say Peterson of the Jaguars still has his job. I don't know how he does. I don't know why he does, but he's still the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. If he became a free agent, speaking, I do think the Chiefs would heavily consider bringing him in too. So Doug Peterson of the Jaguars and Eric Bieniemy could end up back in this offensive coaching system within the next year. I think that there's a better chance that Bieniemy gets brought on as an assistant or some consultant this season while they're trying to three-peat, and I'm not against that at all. I think that one thing that was really nice about Eric Bieniemy, he was kind of the bad cop to Andy Reid's good cop. He was someone that wasn't scared to get in a player's face, wasn't scared to be the disciplinary guy, and it's something that a lot of people have criticized has been the problem of this Chiefs team, that they're too soft, that they don't have that overbearing coaching presence that they did with Eric Bieniemy. I know that Eric Bieniemy is very popular with the Chiefs kingdom still, and so I would not hate this move to bring him in as an offensive consultant. Now, I will say any move making him the offensive coordinator this year would not be the right decision. If you want to make that move in the offseason, fine. Maybe that's a route that you can go, but I do not see Andy Reid taking Matt Nagy's job, giving it to Eric Bieniemy mid-season in an area where you're trying to three-peat. They're not going to do that. But bringing in Bieniemy as an offensive assistant, I do think would be a good thing for this offense. He has a relationship with a lot of the guys that are currently in the locker room, and so maybe he provides that spark. Maybe he provides something that the coaching staff doesn't currently have, and from that aspect, I'm all for it. But Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. What do you think of the possibility of Eric Bieniemy becoming an offensive consultant for this team later this season? I personally love it. And what do you guys think about what Patrick Mahomes had to say on DJ Humphries, saying that he loves what he's seen so far and that he's getting more reps in practice and that they're trying to fast track him to play Sunday night against the Chargers? Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. I've been here each and every single day, giving you guys all the Chiefs news, and the best thing you guys can do to show support is by hitting the like button on this video and subscribing for more daily Chiefs coverage. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and as always, go Chiefs.